Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to Marco Lehman for making that awesome intro. Just sent it to me. Fucking shout out. That was awesome. Going to be doing the announcement for the No Limit Coin to a meme contest winner tomorrow. We have a lot on our plate right now, so we are basically just trying to make sure there's no voter fraud, nothing funny going on. There was like over 100 submissions, so there's a lot to go through, and we're just trying to make sure everything's legit, so everyone's happy and the winner wins. And basically, before I get into anything, there was I woke up to a message from XP saying that there was some type of fake hack on the website where somehow they redirected nolimitcoin.org to some kind of like scare page where they were saying, they were demanding 5 million No Limit Coin, or they were going to hack email addresses and stuff like that, and personal information. And none of that, it was not connected to the site. It was not connected to the database at all. It was actually a problem with GoDaddy, and we fixed it ASAP. Nobody lost anything. No information was gone. But it definitely caused a panic. And yeah, just basically woke up when I saw that. My stomach was turned. And I was like, oh man, what's this? So I went upstairs and I was thinking it was going to be like all kinds of chaos and people going crazy. And to be honest, man, like the Slack was fucking on point. Everyone was on point. I was very, very, very proud. I was like, man, this is how a community should react. And, we're coming up real fast. This coin used to be, this used to be a way below penny. We just went so far, so fast, became the hottest coin in all of crypto, when we had that run from 1 cent to over 30 cents. And that's what happens in life. Like the faster you grow, the more arrows they're going to come at you. More people are going to attack you. And the Slack was on point. Everyone was calm, collect. There was no fucking panic, right? And it just sucks because there was a huge dump. People, that just causing panic and confusion. And basically, I was able to scoop up a lot of a good, cheap No Limit Coin last night. But to get attacked by the dumper like we did, and then to go through the website and to be able to rebound like we did, just very proud. And this is gonna happen. When you grow up, you're gonna get thrown right into the jungle. This is real life, and you're only gonna survive if you're able to handle it. And you can just see the sharp dump from last night. Boom, from that fucking bullshit fake hack. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and everybody grew stronger because of this. When you raise as fast as any coin does, especially No Limit Coin, you're going to have a lot. You're going to be thrown right out into the jungle. You're going to be exposed for everything. So if you can't handle it, you're going to get eaten up. You're going to get killed by a predator. And we're thrown right out into the jungle. People picking us apart. People attacking No Limit Coin left and right. Trying to find any weakness you can, trying to drive us into the ground, trying to create FUD, trying to do whatever they can to try to bring us down. And it just, you can't keep a good community down. And basically, I hope no one panic sold last night. It's just, it's a shame, but it is what it is. You're going to have days where you wake up and you're going to have to go through things like this. And hey, whatever. Like, I think we handled it so well, and this has happened to a lot of communities, and some communities weren't able to handle it as well as we were able to. So just shout out, proud. Just people are trying to take No Limit Coin down. People are trying to take crypto down in general. You can't ignore us. $134 billion market cap. You can't ignore us. Look at the volume. Fucking holler at Neo. Woke up. See, that's the thing, man. I'm not gonna let anyone affect my mood. I don't care. Like, it's whatever. We're up. I have the A team coming in. I went to the best company I could find and hired the best people. It's a whole team, a big team, and they just come in and they just take care of everything. And they're a fantasy sports platform, so they're coming in and really about to take No Limit Coin to the next level. Bitcoin's already at 4,000. Neo, I mean, geez, like, I was telling people I was scooping up so much Neo at $5 during that dip. I was like, man, it's just so cheap. And I never said like, hey, man, I'm never saying like I'm real big on Neo. I think Neo is awesome. I heard that you can Chinese people can actually pay their taxes in Neo. So I'm just like I said, I could have easily sold Neo at $20 for a 4x gain. I could have sold it at 30, 40, 40, 50. Like I'm not selling it. There's no point to sell it. I'm not trying. Hey, like if you're fucking with your first couple $1,000s and you're trying to make flips and make moves, God bless you. You know, do what you got to do. I'm at the point where I'm not doing that. I'm just holding. You know, I'm just buying good coins and thinking 5 years from now where they're going to be. And I'm just thinking of my 5-year-olds, the future self 5 years from now. And I'm thinking, what would I be thinking? And I would be like, man, you shouldn't have day traded those fucking coins. You shouldn't have tried to be cute about it and make money. Because guess what? If I was trying to do lures for Neo, let's say I set my lure for $5, it hit, and then I set a lure to sell it for $15. I mean, you know, how would I feel right now if I was to wake up and I hit my sell lure and I see the price just keeps going up and up and up? That's why I told people I'm not selling anything during this rise. We're not done yet. The altcoins are about to boom. Guess what happened last night? What, SYS coin? Boom, 27% just right. I mean, I was just saying, like, it's only a matter of time when these coins each coin's gonna have their turn. Right now the new coins got it, like Bitcoins and all that, you know, got into all. That's why it pays off. People say, man, ICOs aren't you don't make a lot of money. It's like, dude, I made like 12x my money with that, just that one. I'm making an absolute killing off of ICOs. Besides July, which I did not invest in any ICOs in July that ended in July. I made that abundantly clear. Then I invested in Pillar after for like a third of the price. And then of course it shot up after, of course it had to fill out. So all of these, I mean, this is just a really, really good time. I'm really anxious and excited to see what happens with my bit when it's finally released. In a couple of days. That's always going to be awesome. Got a cool interview with I'll keep it a surprise, but tomorrow, Monday, it's going to be around 6 p.m. Pacific time. Got an interview with a really good program I like, a really good coin that I think can do things. And basically, it's just a really, really exciting time. I really like to get as many connections as possible. I'm doing interviews left and right. I want to get just in contact and communication with as many people as possible that are CEOs in this field. I really just want to be everywhere when it comes to, it's funny. I logged in my Bitcoin account. I had a bunch of money in there because I never check it. And the price was like a 110 last night. And I was like, man, this is a good time to sell some fucking BitConnect for Bitcoin. And I did at like 110 and I wake up and see it's 100. Cute moves. EOS is just getting kicked in the dick for some reason. I don't, not really. Why am I saying for some reason? This is exactly what I said was going to happen. Basically, the year-long fiasco is just going to be crazy for the price. And until there's like a big thing, EOS is going to get left in the dust. And it does not help that Neo is doing what it's doing. The Chinese are really taking off with Neo. I think Neo is going to obviously just keep going. Like I said in the video when I bought $5, I was like, man, Neo can easily be $100. And we're already halfway there. There's just a lot of good coins to, it's still, I mean, there's not, Vertasium's getting kicked in the dick. I'm not sure why. There's a lot of just FUD going around for a lot of coins. Just because like, I don't really have blind faith in anyone. But I do have some respect for Cliff High, and I did my own research, and obviously I have respect for my own research. And my thoughts on Vertasium have not changed. With that said, I am irked a little bit to the point where I'm not buying more of it right now because if I would have took the money I invested in Vertasium and put that in Neo, which I was thinking about doing, I was thinking about saying, man, I want to put this, the money I'm dropping on Vertasium into Neo. And the only reason I did it was because I had already bought a good amount of Neo, and I was like, man, you'll be kicking yourself if Vertasium goes up, and it did go up because I had bought it at 90, and that's the reason I bought it. Like, okay, so I was about to put it all into Neo, right? And out of nowhere, I get the message in the No Limit Slack that there's like a Vertasium heist. There's a hack and there was a bunch of Vertasium stolen, and it's just dumping on Ether Delta. And I fucking flew over to Ether, and that changed. You know, that's what sparked it. I was like, ugh. Because then I was like, oh man, because like if you're on the fence about something and then somebody's like, well, you get this crazy deal, then it makes it pretty easy. So I jumped over there. I was actually getting it for $90. So, but still, like, obviously, and I'm not being short-sighted. I'm just saying that Vertasium was one of the tokens that I went with a little bit of faith. It's like I did my research. I'm not going to say I'm completely satisfied. However, I really like the concept. I really like I understand what it can be. A lot of people don't understand what it can be. I don't think Reggie's a scam. I mean, everyone says everything's a scam. He owns 98% of the coin. It's like, dude, he already said the roadmap for those release. You know, they're not going to be dumped. And if you think he's going to dump them, then you just don't invest in Vertasium, right? But the people who think that he's going to be a stand-up guy and that his reputation really matters to him because he's a well-known public figure, I just don't think that, you know, I'm willing to take that risk. I don't give a fuck. I just don't think that's the case. I think people just, there's a lot going on. Ethereum's rising the way it is, and there's just too many questions marks about Vertasium right now, and that's why it's keeping the price low right now. If it was to dip below 100, then maybe I'd consider. But honestly, there's a lot of good coins. You know, I just picked up a shit ton of SYS coin on the fly the other day, and it's already up 30-something%. You know, obviously you can't fuck with Neo's gains. You can't fuck with a lot of these games. There's all these new coins that keep popping up in the top 100. There's a lot going on. I have been very occupied with a lot of my major investments. Yeah, I talk about my investments like I'm not the fucking news. Sorry, guys. This, you know, go to crypto if you want your news. Holler at crypto. Very good news source. 100 billion times better than me if you want crypto news. I'm talking about what I'm doing because, like I said for the 1,000th time, this is just a documentary of my life. So, you know, please don't make requests that I make videos about things and all that. I won't say please, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just not going to do it. Just being real, you know, if you want to save some time. But yeah, I'm just basically going to be talking about what I'm doing in life. And this is what I'm doing. And basically, really, really fun times. It's just so exciting. Like, it's not exciting. Like, I don't care about the money. It's so exciting where we are in civilization. It's like 5-10 years ago, we didn't have this hope. And it's just really nice to see that Bitcoin survived. Like, people just take everything for granted. You got all of these things, and you know, Bitcoin could have went down and died, but it just seems like no matter what happens with cryptocurrencies, they're resilient. The really strong cryptocurrencies are resilient and they survive. You can try to hack them, you could try to fucking put them bad names, you can try to do whatever you want, but they always survive. They always bounce back. Also, something really fucking cool is VibeHub just released a demo. This is gonna fucking blow you guys away. I was just amazed. Where is it? Hold on. Alright, yeah, here we go. Crypto mark on crypto mark. Alright, so basically I'm just gonna play this for you guys. Hold on. Welcome back to VibeHub. Yeah, of course. I don't know. Every time I run OBS, for what it's worth, I'm like Ralph. I don't download shit. So my computer, my computer's top notch. It's like fucking Fort Knox on my shit. My shit's clean as hell. So I don't know why. It's just with OBS, but hopefully it plays without lagging. Go ahead and demonstrate some 360 videos on the. Basically, it's gonna be skippy. It's gonna be choppy. But look. All right, so he just transformed. All right, so he just ported to a world. You see all those 4 worlds? He ported to this world, and he's underwater world right now. So if you fucking could imagine if this was virtual reality. All right, so like let's just say it's Friday and you're bored and you just want to go underwater. You can just literally do this. This is the future, guys. This is the fucking future, man. I mean, look at that. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look amazing because you don't have your Oculuses on. You don't have your VR thing on. But this would be absolutely amazing. So, look at this. All right, let's skip forward. So you're underwater. Let's skip to the this. It's gonna be no. Now we're gonna be in like a war with Star Wars. Driver. All right. Imagine if you're in virtual reality with this right here.
Moving objects detected.
Holy shit, dude. I'd be on this all day. Imagine video games and all this. Virtual reality is such the future, man.
This is pretty cool. It is.
Yeah, the guy just said if this, like, you know, he's having a good time, man, because he just said, like, if this isn't fucking the most coolest thing ever, I don't know what is. And like, I could imagine how fucking awesome that is. This is just to go to show you, this is fucking VibeHub beta platform. Like, this is the shit you're gonna be able to do. And just imagine when this thing takes off, how much like crazy stuff's gonna be out there. It's gonna be so amazing. It's gonna basically, it's unlocking the world of creativity, and it's going to be able like to chain the whole world together where we can all create these awesome virtual reality projects and just like immerse the world and just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, it's going to be like a whole another realm, another dimension that you go to. And it's like, oh, I mean, could you just imagine how big this thing can get with so much VR, like so many different worlds and creativity and people fucking making content? It's just going to be so awesome. It's going to be another dimension. This is going to be like another dimension. You're going to put on your glasses and you're going to have a whole nother world constructed by humans and the wildest imaginations you can ever imagine. This is by far the coolest thing. Like, if you're talking about things that can take off, like, look how cool this is. How is this not going to sell? And when they get like a public figure, like a very, not going to say anything because I don't like to spill beans. I like to let people get the good news. But as soon as they have that endorsement deal from a celebrity, like there's just so much that goes into this that VibeHub is really, really cool. And you know my feelings on virtual reality and basically how it's going to be the biggest industry by far that's coming up. So if you were to think, okay, when internet came out, cell phones came out, what became the biggest industry out of everything? What became the biggest industry? Obviously, phones, right? Cell phones. Everyone on the planet has a iPhone of some sort, some kind of smartphone. Smartphones took over big time, and everyone used it. And then what took over? The apps on the phone, correct? What sold for billions? We're not talking millions. What sold for multi-billions of dollars? Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, WhatsApp, YouTube. It just goes on and on and on, right? All of the apps. And then there was a bunch of apps that were sold for hundreds of millions that people don't even mention because hundreds of millions is chump change in the app world. So imagine the next fucking frontier from smartphones where it becomes this virtual reality thing where it's kind of like, oh wow, imagine what those apps are going to go for. It doesn't take like us. I can keep bringing this analogy back. Okay, if you weren't the guy that didn't think apps could be worth billions of dollars when the smartphone first came out, if you didn't think Facebook and all these companies were going to be worth billions of dollars when they first came out, then you're going to be the same guy that thinks that these virtual reality apps aren't going to make billions of dollars, right? Because correlated. You didn't see it back then, and if you still don't see it now, that's a flaw, fundamental flaw. They call that being insane. You don't the same behavior over and over again, expecting a different result. These VR apps are 100% going to be worth lots and lots of money. And you compare, you block them, you fucking make them with the blockchain. And you add the virtual reality, augmented reality aspect to it. Those are the two hottest things right now, VR and blockchain technology. So why wouldn't I invest in every fucking VR app and blockchain app that comes out right now? And this is by far, in my opinion, farther along than most anything I've ever seen. They already, like the beta is going to be out, like these guys are going to be working. And, you know, we really should be supporting VibeHub, trying to really spread awareness, get these guys some money, get a lot of money in their pockets so they can make the best fucking tool, the best platform available for us. And it's going to be fucking amazing. Just imagine how awesome it is to be a part of this 5 years from now when these companies are billion-dollar companies. You can say, man, I had a part in that. I remember the beginning of that. Like you can be that, you know, it's cool. It's nice to be a part of history. So definitely like the hottest thing right now, VR, blockchain. Obviously blockchain is the biggest, hottest thing right now. We're going on 100 billion close Bitcoin. 136. Guess what? Bitcoin, it doesn't really retract too much when it does these bull runs. It's going to stay here. And what's going to happen is the rest of the market's going to catch up. And that's what's going to push us to about a 150 billion. Each news article every single day, you got the big pending economic collapse. There's a lot going on right now that's going to be big for the crypto world. And if you're thinking that it's only going to be Bitcoin, it's going to be all aspects of life. It's going to be from no limit coin. When you're talking about fiat collapsing, people aren't going to want to win money in fiat anymore. People are going to want to win money in crypto because they know crypto is just baby and it has a lot of room to go. And oh wow, LBR credits is just getting its ass kicked, even though they have all this new stuff going on. Be really crazy to see LBRY out of the top 100. That would be shocking. Mysterium, of course, that's, always can trade the old school players like basic attention token, Mysterium, just for the people. I'm not doing it. This isn't what I'm doing, but just for people out there who like to do that still. Like I said, yeah, I mean, you can always, I always said SIA coin, basic attention token, SYS coin. Those are my favorite to set high and low sell lures for during these times. Just be very careful because it's easy to get shook out. Obviously, always keep a nest egg. That's what I always do. Always keep a nest egg. You never want to be in pain when when your coin goes up and you sell it. So, okay, today's Sunday. I'm going to kill it here. Cheers. Peace.